What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're creating a sketch illustration of Perrito from Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. Now you want to begin today's lesson by sketching a line coming down the center of our page. So let's start at the very top in the middle. Just going to lightly bring this line coming down towards us. Now you don't want to go too dark because we'll eventually want to erase this out. Let's move to the center of our page and draw another line going across from left to right. So we'll start with the left side and extend that out towards the right. Now we're going to use these guidelines to help us draw out a circle. Now the further from the center we go, the larger the circle will be. So from the middle, let's start with the top. Just going to mark out the circle right about here. Let's take that same distance down towards the bottom and do the same thing. Now we're going to take that same distance over towards the left and right side. So let's start on the left, just marking this off, and then go over towards the right. Now you can always go back and readjust these marks if you need to. Now to create our circle, all we need to do is connect each of these points with a curve. So I'm going to start with the top left, starting from the middle. Just going to lightly work our way down, coming down towards the bottom. Now the circle doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to get the right size and location on our page. And we can always go back and just smooth out our circle. Now from here, we're going to draw two smaller circles on the left and right side. So let's start right in the middle, starting up here. So I'm going to try to get this in the center of the left side. Let's line this up over on the right and do the same thing. And we want to bring that down towards the same height. You can always go in and add some guidelines if you need to. So just taking a line going across the bottom to line that up. Go back and just readjust the circle. Now from here, we're going to add some shape to the eyes. From the inside edge, just going to bring this all the way down towards that bottom line. Now let's curve the bottom of the eye, going across, and just pull that up towards the side. Now I'm going to pull the pupils all the way up towards the top of each eye. So up here, I'm going to draw another circle, going a little bit smaller, pulling that in. And again, we're just roughing this out. We can come back and add some more detail later. Let's add a small highlight circle on the top left of each eye. Now let's move down and draw the top edge of the nose. From this line, I'm going to step down, add a small curve going across. From the side, bend this down and then in towards the center line. Let's place the top of the muzzle in between the nose and that line, going across and then bending that down towards the side. Now from here, it's going to angle this down and then in towards the mouth. Curve this across towards the right and left. Now we're also going to square off the jaw, coming down the side and closing off the bottom. Now let's move out to the side and bump out the cheeks. We're going to start from the left side and bump this out. Now I just want to pull this in towards the side of the muzzle. Just going to raise the chin up a little bit higher. Let's draw the side of the collar underneath the head. Starting on the left and right, just going to angle this down and in towards the bottom. Just round out the bottom of the collar. From the bottom corners of the collar, just going to curve out the chest. Now let's move back up to the top and draw in the ears. Let's start with the one on the left. Directly lined up with the center of the eye, we go up to the top, angle the ear going up and out, bend the ear coming down and out towards the side. Now from the tip of the ear, we're going to come in and then just bend that down towards the side of the head. Let's line up the inside of the ear over on the right, bend the ear going up and then out. From the tip of the ear, come down and out, bend this in towards the side of the head. Let's add that trim around the eyes. We're going to start from the side of the head, curve this up above the eye, come in between the eye and that center line, just going to pull this all the way down towards the nose. Let's do the same thing on the right. So we step over, going up toward the same height, round this out, and then come back down. Now that we have a rough sketch in place, let's go back and lightly erase some of these guidelines. Now let's go in with the tip of our pencil and add some shape and detail to the outside of the eyes. Starting from the left, just going to work our way up towards the top of the eye and just smooth this out. I'm just going to bring that down towards the inside. I'm just going to work our way around the outside of the eye. I just want to add a thick edge along the top of the eyelid. So starting from the outside, we're just going to make it a little bit thicker and just blend that down on the inside. Now let's go back and trace the outside of the iris. And we'll enhance that highlight. And we'll just darken up the entire center of the iris and pupil, going around that highlight. Now I'm going to use the side edge of my pencil to add a little bit of shadow along the outside perimeter of the eye, and we want to fade that in towards the side of the iris. And this will help give the eye a little bit of shape. And we can go back to the tip of our pencil and add a little bit more texture along the inside. Adding a radial pattern from the outside, just aiming towards the center of the iris. Now we're going to move down and start adding some detail and shape to the nose. Just tracing the outside perimeter. And we'll just add in the nostrils with a hook. Darken up the top of the nostril and just blend that down. I'm just going to darken up the bottom of the nose and then fade that up. Now we're going to use the side edge of our pencil to just feather out the top edge of the muzzle. So using these short lines, just pointing these up, across the middle, and back over towards the right. And then go back to the tip of our pencil and refine that detail. A few little whiskers on the side. And now we're just going to continue to add that fur texture going around the eyes. We want to go a little bit darker, just adding this texture and contrast. Just working with the curvature of the eye, going around the top and down along the side. Let's go back to the tip of our pencil and add some more detail. I'm just going to work our way from the outside back in. Darken up that top trim, going out towards the ears. Now we're just going to sweep the fur along the cheeks. Working our way down towards the chin. I just want to darken up the edge of the fur and just blend that in towards the face. Lightly shade in the center of the head. And go ahead and just add some dark patches. Now we're just layering in that texture. Now I'm just going to soften up the fur edge around the ears. Darken up the inside of the ear. We're just going to add that fold along the top edge, going out towards that point, and then just darken up the inside. Now you just want to soften up the fur along the outside with the side edge of our pencil. I'm just adding a little bit of texture to the sweater along the outside with these little swirls. Now as we begin to wrap up our drawing, I'll add a little bit more detail and refine our contrast, and always be sure to sign our artwork. And that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Perrito from Puss in Boots. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please smash that like button because I'm posting new lessons every single day. And you might want to check out this video over here. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.